Well, it's tea time. We've got a timely Love in the Mornings segment today. And yes, the tea is hot. With holiday gatherings on the horizon, it's time to talk about navigating some awkward situations.
That's right. This time, what happens when your partner's ex is there to go trick-or-treating with the kids? And who better to ferry us across the river of relationship problems than certified coach Jennifer Blankel? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to be here with you guys. Thanks for having me.
We were just joking behind the scenes. This question's so wild, Jen did a spit take. Now,
Literally, what is that?
Just minutes before we went on the air. If you could only see how many times I have spilled coffee on this
water.
couch, my dress, the surrounding
fun.
vicinity, it's all good. But yes, this is a great question this morning, Jen.
Awesome.
So a woman wrote in anonymously asking, my boyfriend asked me to be part of a family Halloween this year. He has 2 young kids with his ex-wife, and they'll all be going trick-or-treating. I've met his ex, I've spent a little time with his children, but I'm not sure I want to spend the entire holiday together. How should I handle this?
What a great question.
Yeah.
You care about your boyfriend. You also value your own time and your own friendships.
Yeah.
The thing is, however, if you're dating somebody with kids, you are becoming a part of a family dynamic. So I want to tell you to lean in. I'm making an assumption this is more of a serious, or it's getting to be serious. You've already met the kids and the ex.
Right.
So I want to say lean in rather than out, because even if you were to show up for a little bit, because I feel and sense a compromise here. Even if you were to show up for a little bit, it's going to speak volumes about your character and your commitment to the relationship. You also showing up for just a little bit, not even the whole evening, builds unity and connection with the kids.
Yeah.
And trust with the ex in a respectful way that in the long run will really serve you. So I want to say lean in rather than out on this one.
Well, you brought up the ex, and that was one question that I had in my mind, and I don't know based on the question we got. I will say that I think the one caveat being, as long as your boyfriend has told his ex that he invited you,
of course.
right? Like I'm assuming that has already been asked and answered.
That's the
I
lowest
definitely
bar,
made that
right?
assumption.
Yeah,
Yes.
if,
I
like
made that
if,
assumption for sure.
right? If the ex is not aware that you're joining in, that would be my first question: is does she say it's okay?
Yeah.
If
That
mom
could be
says it's
awkward.
okay,
Definitely.
okay.
I definitely made that assumption, and I want to also call out the awesomeness of this challenge.
Yeah.
Being that I want to say, I want to assume that he has great, awesome intention and wanting to include you. I think I'm not saying it's right, but I think it's easy for a lot of people that have kids that are divorced and dating to exclude people, not meaning to hurt feelings, but trying to keep the waters clean, so to speak. They might leave out the new girlfriend or boyfriend, and that comes with a whole different set of pains and challenges, right? So I want to call out the loveliness, if you will, around the fact that your guy wants you there, even when he's got to face his ex-wife, and also, you know, he's got you there with his kids. We know that's a whole world of its own when you're dating and you're introducing somebody to kids. So I want to call that out. I also want to say I'm also assuming, like I touched on before, that this is a relationship that you want to invest in.
Yeah.
You know, if this is a second or third date and you're not sure about this person, that's different. But I'm picking up on cues that this is a little bit more serious. So I want to just say, lean in. Just lean in. Yeah, lean in.
And hopefully if it's that second or third date, you're already aware that he's got kids. That would be interesting. But does this also kind of make a difference too, depending on the relationship that the boyfriend has with the ex? Because sometimes if it's healthy enough that the ex is okay and they're in good terms, hey, I like to invite my girlfriend along, the kids get along with her, you know. And
that's a great point. I'm also making the assumption that this is a nice, clean, boundaried relationship scenario.
Co-parenting situation.
Oh my goodness. I can only imagine how messy and painful this would be if you know, perhaps the guy, in a scenario where, not you, perhaps the guy is not over his ex and he's hanging on. I mean, that's a whole different discussion and a whole different scenario. And I would have a different answer for that scenario for sure. But I'm making an assumption that this is somebody that you want to invest in, that the ex-wife is even cool, that that your boyfriend is dating you.
Right.
Because I think that would come with a whole set of pushback about the kids,
sure.
you know, blah,
For
blah, blah.
sure.
Oh my gosh, we could talk about this for a long time.
But I
What a
think
great
those
question.
are all like great questions to go back and say, like, hey, I'm not outright saying yes or no. I just want to know, like, did you check with your ex? Are they cool?
Yeah.
Of course.
Do they know that we might all be going trick or treating together? How long do you want to be out? What role do you see me playing in the evening? Like,
Yeah.
turning it into maybe a little bit more of a dialogue than just no or why, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, honor your own values here. You can have both. There's a beautiful compromise here. You could say something like, hey, what do you think about me joining you guys for the first half? I hang out with the kids, your ex,
Yeah.
and then I'll go meet up with my girlfriends after.
Yeah.
I think you can definitely have both, and I think it's so appropriate and still very loving to want to compromise and have both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And this is a big deal during the holidays, of
Right?
course.
Maybe
Yeah.
they need one more person for the perfect group costume. And,
Oh, there you go.
And you could be that perfect character.
But it's definitely a good opportunity for unity and inclusion
Yeah.
and connection and to build that foundation of connection.
Lots of
Yeah.
treats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good
good
stuff.
luck.
Thanks, Jen.
I hope that helps.
Well, hey, if you got a question for Coach Jen, you have full permission to slide into our DMs. Send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we will search for solutions right here on the show.
Right now, time is 8:42, and take refuge under the warm orange glow of candlelight and